server. Okay. Now it worked. What? That's cool, Alosi. Okay, okay. Clickety clack. Joey, you're a member. Have I not noticed that before? Thanks for being a member. All right, let's get this started. Oh, I forgot to change buttons. Oh well, I'll change it all while I'm on. Do 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 do. That's not what I wanted you to do. Not you. No, no, no. Edit. Edit. Why do I gotta click 6 things? Chris, don't send the heart me yet. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't do it. 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 Now you're good. Oh, that's interesting. Not available while interesting. That's new. Summer, you're so silly. Hi, Crystal. Okay, there we go. That's up and running. Hey, Chris, Kim, everybody. I wasn't on for days while I was moving. When you came back, oh. Either you were gifted a membership or you bought one and don't want to say you did. I know. Summer is so cute. She just does things. It's adorable. Hey, DJ Corey. Yeah, she's adorable. All right, guys. I'm not really a fan of any team sports. I wear this in solidarity for someone else. If you guys want me to be honest, if I was going to choose a team, I'd probably go with what I grew up knowing. All right. They are playing, which is why I'm wearing the shirt. Which is also why I'm on a little bit early. I thought I was going to be late because something else was supposed to happen. Hello? What is happening? Buttons, buttons, buttons. Why aren't you working? Oh my God. I see that. Sorry, that was annoying. Okay. That should all be working now. That was really dumb. Buttons weren't working. Well, thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. And yes, Chris, I think I already said yes. I don't know. I think I already said yes. I don't know anymore. I get confused quite easily. None of that should surprise anybody. None of that should surprise a singular person. Do. Pop out, pop out. Okay, there, and there we go. And one more, 2 more. There we go. I'm dying. Never been to a hockey game. I played hockey very briefly in middle school. Never again. So there is that. Okay. So I did all of that. So that happened for some reason. I know Reese's. Hey guys, let's go ahead and complete this goal. For some reason, I can't pin it because TikTok is being dumb. So, everybody send a heart me. Please. Send the heart me. Oh, yeah. Street hockey, that's cool. Like, I actually played for my team. Like, my school's team. No idea why. It's Thursday. Games are playing. So, Chris, while you're here, if you can remind people to complete the goals, the gift goals, while you're in the chat. Same with you, Xennial, because Xennial, the price on me to say boo a team is gonna be 75. Okay. Showbiz, I can't give that out for free anymore. It's gonna say that. I wanted to find out how tough I was when I played ice hockey. No, Joey, I didn't. Actually, I was the goalie actually. I didn't like. Yes, $75. Marina, hi. Hi, Marina. At the end, Chris. No, I will not be streaming the game. Do you guys know that the NFL copyrights that shit? I want a custom message. Got to think about. Okay, Xennial. At the end of the live, I can't do it at all. You're kidding me through. Good, Marina. I'm glad to see you here. Hey, Twista. All right, let's go ahead and get this this open up. We're not gonna have as long of a live today, but you know, we're doing it, guys. We just need 5 more heart me's. Let's clear out that goal. I don't know if any Trump supporters are ready to call in. Sir, this was purchased. Sir, this is Xennial. This is not just like a team shirt. This is a Hello Kitty shirt. That's unacceptable. It's Hello Kitty. Do you not realize that like I have a weird obsession with Hello Kitty? Not really an obsession. I only have 3 shirts in total with Hello Kitty on it. I love Hello Kitty. I'm a kid at heart all the time. What is this doing? It's so odd that it won't let me pin it. It's not quantity, it's quality. Yeah, Hello Kitty for... Oh, thank you, Nicole, for the $4.99. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Guys, just so everybody knows, like, because my birthday is in the middle of the work week, I will be streaming as per normal. And we're doing things for my birthday, basically 2 days, like, in 2 different weekends. Shh, Chris. Oh, that's kind of funny, Portland, actually. I don't know about Hello Kitty being a human girl. That's interesting. I don't disagree with you, Scranton. I don't really care about sports that much, to be honest. I just do things, okay? But anyways, if you are supporting Donald Trump, call the number at the top of the screen. Sorry, it's a little bit weird. It's in... I don't get to just point easily anymore. Up there. Anyways, up there. Interesting Xennial. That's what Halloween is for, though. Wait, they did? What did we do? Oh, that doesn't surprise me. You'll have to send me that. That's what I'm there for, is the Halloween celebration for my birthday, because heck yeah. I gotta tell somebody they cursed me. Hold on. I'm obviously just jesting when I send that message, but I'm half serious as well. Yeah, if you support Donald Trump, call the number on the screen or hit the request button. But let's be clear, guys. So Donald Trump said, you know, that he wasn't going to touch any part of the White House. Why? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 28. How old are you?
30. Are you supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah. My brother in arms.
Your brother in arms?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you remind me when Donald Trump served in the United States military?
He did not.
He did not. So he's not your brother in arms?
Using my mind. He's best president ever. Of all time.
Is that all you got? Do you have anything of substance to add? I take that as a no. All right. That was like less than 90 seconds of just like, oh, guess I'm just not going to say anything. Weird. So weird. Right? He definitely doesn't. Yeah, that was a waste of, that was something. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 39.
39. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, of course.
Of course. Okay. And let's see. Why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, you know, from a Republican point of view, he's doing all the things he said he would do, and he's improving from what we were from Biden. So,
Oh, yeah?
you know, I don't see any reason not to support him.
Oh, you just don't see any reason not to support him because he's just doing everything he promised. Okay. Tell me, how's that war in Ukraine going?
He's working on it a hell of a lot more than Biden is, correct?
Oh, haven't more people died since he was inaugurated into office? In fact, just 12 kids died this week because they struck a daycare center.
Well, it's not his war, so I don't know how that has anything to do with him.
It's no one's war in the United States of America. It's a war between two different countries that he promised multiple times on the campaign trail to end. In fact, he said it would be so easy. I could do it in 24 hours of being president-elect. And yet we are now 9 months in total into his administration, and it is still ongoing. And children, well, you just said he's doing everything he ever promised that he said he was going to do when he campaigns.
Democrats are going to sit here and say, oh, he didn't lower egg prices.
I didn't say that. I don't know who you think you're talking to, sir, but you should probably take me out of that box.
Well, regardless of what you are, liberal, independent, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm just advising you.
Lower egg prices.
I didn't say that, did I? I brought up. I like how you can't combat the point that I'm making, so you're like going to 6 different other points.
What are you talking about? I did come back to that. I'm repeating
the
same thing you said.
You said no. What you said. I just want to be very clear. The point that you made, the reason why you're still supporting Donald Trump, this is what you said, is because he's doing everything he said he was going to do since he's got in office. So then I asked you specifically how that war is going, and you're like, oh, well, you know, he's doing more than Biden did, because all you guys ever have to say is, but Biden, because that's what Donald Trump has taught you to do. Is like, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe.
Biden has had 4 years, or however many years to solve it. He hasn't solved it in said 9 months, and that's his problem. I don't understand how that's proves your point in any kind of way.
Oh, see, there would be a difference, right? When Joe Biden was president, he never made a claim nor promised to somehow magically end a war between two different countries that were not one of those
And it's only
countries,
been
right?
9 months. So
But
what is
Donald
your
Trump
point?
said, I could end the war within 24 hours of being president-elect.
Oh,
But see,
God.
first,
Hold
what
that
he said
against him
was,
because he didn't
I
do
can
it in
end the
one
war
day.
within 24 hours of
That's a
being
horrible
in
argument.
office.
You got anything? You got a better argument than that he didn't solve a war in 24 hours?
Oh yeah, because see, when he realized that he was elected and that was one of his campaign promises before he was inaugurated, I believe he said he had an interview on January 3rd, where he sat down with I don't remember what news channel, but it's probably can be found on Fox very easily, and he changed it from 24 hours to 6 months. 6 months probably was doable, but 6 months was July, and now we're in October, and he
And how
keeps
many
going
times has he met
back
with
and
Putin
forth
and
about
Zelensky trying to solve
back
this
and
war?
forth about what is actually going to be done about the war. First it was Ukraine's got to give up all of their land that Russia is occupying, right? Like that's one thing that he said. And then he changed it, right? Just like 2 weeks later because Putin said something that Donald Trump didn't like. So then he was like, I'm very disappointed in President Putin. Putin should have won the war within 2 weeks. He should have won it very quickly. And now I think that Ukraine is going to be able to get all of their land back. Ukraine should have all of their land back, right? These are words that Donald Trump said. And
And he has
then
been fighting for that.
Putin
You
is
can't tell me
like
he hasn't
then
been-
Putin is
you
like
cannot tell
I'm
me he
going
has not
to
been fighting
Putin's
for
like
this.
I'm going to recommend I'm going to nominate Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. And then they have this glorious phone call of a conversation. And Donald Trump's like, never mind, Zelensky, you need to give up all of your land that Russia took. It's like 78% taken by Russia, and you just need to give up everything that they're claiming. Give it up. It's okay. All because, again, Putin's like, I'm gonna nominate my best friend, Donald Trump, for a Nobel Peace Prize. Ooh.
Okay, but enough of your little funny things, but you cannot deny that Donald Trump has not been trying to stop this war.
I can
way more than
absolutely deny it
Almost
because he
every
can't
day
make up
since
his
he's been
mind.
inaugurated.
No, I'm so sorry. He can't make up his mind, like what he's going to do about this war. He is so wishy-washy on it. I can absolutely hold his feet to the fire because of how many times he turns around and changes what he's doing. Okay?
So, okay.
I can absolutely hold his feet to the fire and absolutely call him out on his
Yeah, for sure,
absolute
but
hypocrisy
trying
and
to
his
solve a
bullshit
war
on it.
saving
I'm gonna
lives,
give Ukraine
sit here and say that he
tomahawk
should have done it in
weapons. I'm
24
gonna give
hours?
them the tomahawks.
That is
Those
nonsense.
can go 1,000 miles into Russia. I'm gonna give them the tomahawks. But first, I have to have a phone call with Putin. Well, Putin doesn't like it, so I guess I'm not gonna give them the tomahawks. But you know what I might do for President Putin? I might make an underwater railway connecting Russia and Alaska. How would you feel about that, President Zelensky? Oh, I don't think I'd like that very much.
So you're going to say that
Donald
he hasn't
Trump
been trying
said,
to solve the war?
Yes, spank me, daddy, to President Putin. That's what Donald Trump did.
And yet Biden's had 3 years at least to try and do something about the war, and they
You don't even know how long the war was going on. That's hilarious.
Okay, I need to know every single date. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So-
just
so
3
Trump
years
didn't solve
at
the
least.
war.
Yeah.
In 24
Biden.
hours, and he didn't do it in 6 months. So what
Yeah,
else
6
has he
months
not
actually would have been
kept up with?
achievable, and it probably would have been better off if he hadn't, I don't know, for a week in February, withdrew their access to security, like to the foreign intelligence that we had, our satellite imagery and everything like that. But he
Right.
did withdraw that instead, and isn't that so funny? That's when Russia decided to ramp up their shit because they knew Donald Trump was on their fucking side at that point. Like, if you don't realize at this point that Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about actually ending this war and he just wants good press, like, I don't know where you've been. He said it in February when he met with Zelensky in his office. Oh, this will make great press.
Well, of course it will. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
no
all
doubt.
he wants. He's admitted
It's
that's
so
all he
important. Who
wants.
cares?
Yeah, because
It'd
you
been
don't
great for
care. Like he's
it'd been
done
great for us to see
everything
a
I
Democrat
voted for him in
do
for.
anything but
So tell
funding
me,
the war.
you don't know anything about the war between Russia and Ukraine, and that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and we'll just move on. It's okay. We'll just move on, just like I
Are you
do as President
back?
Trump. We're just gonna move on. All right. So tell me, how did Donald Trump end inflation?
He's done plenty in the
No,
inflation.
no.
He's made,
Oh, yeah. How did he do that?
let's see, he's made plenty of international deals. He's
Oh,
raised
yeah? No,
tariffs.
no. I'm sorry. How do the international deals end our inflation in the United States of America? Also, can you happen to
It's
tell me?
called bringing into
It's called
America and make made. And when you do things made in America,
Do Things
the
Made
money
in
stays
America.
here.
Uh-huh. And what was our inflation rate for August of 2025?
You tell me.
Yeah, it was 2.9%. Do you know what the inflation rate was in 2024, August of 2024?
Let's hear
2.5%. Inflation's not ended. Inflation is going up.
it. Yeah, he's still trying to solve Biden's economic policy.
I'm still
So-
trying to solve Biden's economic policies
I like how
because,
you guys
but
all expect
Biden,
him-
but Biden,
I
it's
like how you
always,
guys
I
all
gotta go
expect
back to
him to
Biden,
solve
guys.
all the
It's
problems.
always, we gotta go back to Biden, but Biden.
So Trump alone has to solve all the economic problems, all the war problems
Just
in 9 months.
Trump alone, Trump
how's that
alone's gonna solve it all.
Your arguments make zero sense because you act like he should have already done all these things within 1 year of office. That's
I'm
insane.
sorry. In my opinion, the president of the United States, should be acknowledging the fact that in fact, inflation is going up instead of going around in front of the United Nations and saying, I ended inflation and we are the hottest country in the world. Everybody loves the United States. We are now the hottest country. They said we had a dying country, but not anymore. Now we're the hottest country in the world, right? And then not only did he say it in front of the United Nations, when he went to the Middle East, he said it again there that I ended inflation for the United States of America somehow, and yet inflation is up.
Like I said, he can't solve everything within the first
He
9
can't
months. I
solve
don't get-
everything.
Just because he said stuff, you guys have got to learn that Trump will
Just
say
because.
stuff, and just because he says something doesn't mean it's always true. And if you feel like
Just
you've been lied to,
because.
that's your problem.
You just said,
Obviously, a lot
I'm
of
so
people
sorry. What
talk-
was your claim at the beginning of this? I'm so sorry.
Well,
Remind me.
people
What was
talk
your
to
claim
the-
at the beginning of this? Did you or did you not say at the beginning of all of this that
that he's held up a lot of his
he's
promises.
upheld all of his promises, and yet I'm pointing out to you two things he didn't uphold, and you're like, he
In 9
can't be
months.
expected to
Okay.
do all of that in this short amount of
I
time.
The president solved that many
Here,
things within-
I'm so sorry. Hold on. I have something for you. This is perfect for you. I love this.
Please.
And so I will gift you, this is your dinner. I gift you a pretzel, sir, because this is you. This represents you in totality. This is what you have done the entire time that we have been talking, because you can't keep track of your own arguments, and you backpedal,
Okay.
and you backpedal, and you
I haven't
backpedal.
backpedaled single
Oh,
step-
you
single
do.
thing.
Donald Trump
No.
has upheld all of his promises,
You're gonna make
and
stuff
yet
up. You're gonna
she's
make
pointed
stuff
out to me at least two,
Don't
and
lie and lose.
I just can't understand it. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's okay. He can't be expected to do everything in 9 months, but I just said he upheld all of his promises. So which one is it? Is it that he's upholding all of his promises, or he cannot be expected to do
Right.
it?
Well, he's
Which one is it?
Okay, let me correct it. He's upheld most of
I
his
can,
promises.
Marina.
Still
Oh,
working to
oh,
fix
now you got to
all-
correct yourself. Got it, because you know it's not true anymore. So
Oh,
can
yeah,
you?
you got me there. Oh,
Yeah.
he hasn't solved the war in 24 hours. You're so
Uh-huh.
smart.
I mean, apparently than you.
Please please give me something better than he hasn't solved the war in 24 hours.
Oh, I did.
Oh, inflation
I did.
still
Oh, you want me to
par.
go more? Donald Trump said he wasn't going to touch any part of the White House when he was building his
And like I
ballroom.
said,
He
he says a
specifically
lot of
said
shit.
it's not going to touch any
Pointing
part
out
of the
what he
existing building.
said.
It would just be close to it. And then he tore down the entire east wing of the United States White House, right? And then now he's saying right now, because now, right, he said that it's going to be paid for by donors, right? It's all going to be paid for by donor money, right? And then magically, as the price tag of how much this ballroom is going to cost keeps going up, up, up and up and up, because it was 250, then it's 300 million, now it's 350 million. We find out that Donald Trump is demanding $230 million from the Department of Justice, and he's the one that went out on national television and was like, I'm the one that gets to approve it. I get to approve it. I guess it's up to me to decide whether I pay myself with your
Well,
taxpayer
it's
money.
funny.
But if I get $230 million, I'll donate it to charity or something. I'll just, probably use it to pay for the White House ball. So it will, in fact, be paid by taxpayer money at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's all his money and all of the private equity money he's
He
earned.
ain't
to
paid
this
anything to it. Wait. So wait, if he, I just want to be clear. So if Donald Trump okays it for himself to get $230 million paid to him from the Department of Justice, which comes directly out of taxpayer money, and then he
Okay.
donates it himself to the ballroom for the White House, does that
He
mean that
hasn't
it
done
came out of his own
that much.
pocket?
You're just assuming shit. That's what you're doing. You're assuming he hasn't done anything with that money yet. So you can't sit here and say,
He hasn't even received it
done
yet.
something
But I'm so
nefarious when he
sorry. If I'm no, I mean, like, this is a legit question, okay? If Donald Trump, okay, if he is paying for this himself out of his own pocket, but at the same time, simultaneously, he is wanting to sue the Department of Justice for $230 million. So the taxpayers are refunding him for paying for the ballroom at the White House.
he's not going to be refunded for this. Where are you getting this?
He's suing his own government, and he gets to determine. He himself gets to determine if the Department of Justice pays it out to him.
And like I said, you're assuming he's going to do something with the money he hasn't even.
He
done with
already
it
said on national television that, well, I get to decide if I actually would pay it out to myself, which is a conflict of interest. But you guys are just so okay with it. You're just pretzeling it. Well, he hasn't gotten the money yet, so it makes it okay. He hasn't gotten the taxpayer money yet, so it makes it okay.
So with your same logic, he hasn't spent the money.
You know,
yet,
I have a great solution to this. If Donald Trump is going to make it so that the Department of Justice pays him back $230 million for emotional damage, then it should only come out of directly all of the voters who directly voted for Donald Trump. All 77 million of you get to foot the bill for his $230 million bailout to himself for building the ballroom at the White House of the United States government.
Well,
yeah, that'd be awesome. You go reimburse Donald Trump. I hope you have that $230 million check lying around somewhere, sir. I'm sorry, that was too funny. That was actually a lot of fun. I appreciated that caller so much for that. That was fun. I enjoyed that one so much. Oh, yeah, and Marina, sorry, I thought I hit send on my reply, but I fixed it already. We're back up and running. That was just so dumb. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, because do better. Just do better, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Do better. Oh, I forgot to read through some of these chats. Let me get through these real quick. Thank you for calling the MAGA support. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I'm so used to running the other background.
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You're
I'm still
awesome.
supporting Donald Trump. To a
Awesome.
degree. You know, I disagree with some things
Okay.
that he says. I mean, it's Donald Trump. Like, he says stuff off the cuff.
Yeah, I
that,
know. You guys only
know,
ever
you're
have
just
a
like, shut up,
problem with the
dude.
way that
What?
he speaks. You can't actually seriously critique him for the things that you do. I'm sorry, you guys actually lose credibility with me when you're like, well, I don't agree with
Wait,
everything he does,
did
but
you
specifically
disagree
it's
with
about the
some
words
of,
that come out
like,
of his
when
mouth. He talks
Biden?
way too much off the cuff. Like, you guys only
Okay,
ever care about the
Yeah,
words that come out
I'm
of his
listening.
mouth and what he says. It's actually kind of sad. But what I wanted to do was go ahead and read through some of these chats real
Yeah.
quick. Yes, Derpy, that
You're
first guy that
awesome.
called in was 100% just like having weird thoughts about Donald Trump, like in his mind. Thank you, Sid, for the 5 Canadian. The U.S. government on both aisles
You're
is bottom
awesome.
of. Yes, is at the bottom of. Yeah, I agree. Like the U.S. government absolutely sucks when it comes to Israel and Netanyahu. I agree with that. Derpy, Trump is a cult leader. That's your cult leader, sir. His manipulation is scary. Bishop says it's a
77
puppet
million
regime. I
are
agree,
following his
man.
cult.
Sid says Trump worships ball. Well, Donald Trump did say, I'm not going to get into heaven. Well, let's be very clear. He said that. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Danny, thank you for the jewels. Pro, thank you for the thumbs up with the $4.99. 34
How many
felony,
people
0 days
cash
in
app you
jail.
for
I
those?
agree with you, Derpy. Appreciate that. I missed a lot, actually. They were having fun with that last caller like I was. Thank you, Scarlett, for the jewels as well. Sid says, Trump saw the crown prince of Saudi Arabia decor and wants it. Yeah, I mean, he tried to make it that way. Keep up the good work, Ari. Well, thank you for the Australian $7.99. And BF, thank you for the 20. You are a great person. You also have the patience of a saint. Keep up the great work. I'm having fun, and that's what's important. Okay. So, caller, why is it that you still actively support Donald Trump?
I still support Donald Trump because I would say that he is doing according to what he promoted. You know, like the big things like the border, where
You're awesome.
hey, it's America. I totally agree with I want anyone and everyone to come to America. But I do believe that they need to go through some type of legality to get a citizenship. You know, I don't know what I feel about dual citizenship, but I do feel like you can't just cross our borders without, without having a tax code and without, being taught, to love your country. I'm not a globalist. I'm not going to say I'm a nationalist because that carries this horrible term now, like you're a fascist, but I do love my country. And I wouldn't say I'm a moderate. I'd say I'm definitely right-winged when it comes to just conservative values, because what I'm not understanding is just what he's really doing horribly. Has he, because one thing I really disagree about what he's doing is whenever I hear that ICE is taking actual citizens to jail. If that's correct, I want to know the percentage, and I want to know how fast they are getting out of whatever the process is to jail these people, because that's entirely wrong. But I'm just at a loss for words, because Biden was so bad. He was just not very good, and everything was so divisive. And I know Trump is divisive as hell too, but then I know Biden wasn't he wasn't outspokenly divisive like Trump is, but I don't know. It was just Biden was just so bad, and I did vote for Trump because I do believe we have to stand for something. And you're going back to the White House. I need to shut up. What are your thoughts?
You said so much. Okay. So
Yeah.
how many people do you think came into the United States of America, quote, unvetted under the Biden administration? And then how did that happen?
So unvetted into for his 4-year term.
Sure. Let's go.
I don't know, $1 million a year.
So you say 4 million.
$4 million total. Yeah.
Okay. And how did they just come in here unvetted? I hear different stories about this, so I'm just curious.
Just crossing the border.
Crossing
the border.
the border,
illegally.
were they stopped? Were they seen? Were they
Yeah,
encountered?
because
Were they...
I don't like all these criminals, man. I just like all these criminals. If the news is correct, I know a lot of it's propaganda on both sides of the aisle. I get that. I'm not an idiot. But yeah, keep going. So yeah, I think 4 million.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that the Trumpers in the chat disagree with you. So I've got Sonic says it's 15 million, Justin says it's 20 million, Kimberly says try 20 million. Chip says it's plus 20 million. Dom is absolutely wilding out over here saying it's 200 million. I guess we almost doubled our entire population with illegal immigrants. That would be fucking wild.
Yeah, I don't think it's 200 million.
Yeah, no,
think
that
it's
one's
200.
well, Dan's definitely trolling at this point in the comments. There we go. So like
Yeah.
I hear different things about how they came in. Did they come in here completely unnoticed? Because I also hear that it was just that Biden let them in. So like CBP encountered them and said, yeah, nah, all right, you can come in. Brute says it's at least
like the
11
lines we
millions.
saw. All the lines that we saw that they were coming in. And so I'd count those, but like what process did they go through? And then the guys that just came across illegally crossed the line at night.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd add those two together.
Okay, and where does that get us? What number does that get us out?
Well, it gets us on what the process was for the guys that were just in line. So like what happened there? Like, did they just say, hey, you're in line, we're going to let you through?
No.
Or did they get in line, get on a bus, and we sent them back to where they're from?
Thank you, Miranda. No. For one, no. Okay. So typically what people at least do is they tell me it's like 8.4 million, right? Because that's the number of encounters that occurred under Biden's administration. Well, sorry, fiscal year 2021 through fiscal year 2025. Or 2024. So basically they're counting from October of 2020, the government's fiscal year, FISCAL, the government's fiscal year.
Yeah, what's the
October
fiscal month?
1st through
October 1st, okay.
September 30th is the government's fiscal year. So that's how all of our websites, they keep track of everything. It goes from October through September. Okay. So when really we're looking at it, it's going from October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2024 is where they're saying it's like 8.4 million encounters. Do you know what an encounter is?
Okay. No, you tell me.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the direct definition, right, from the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
Okay. There it goes. Well, if things want to load.
Because, like, wouldn't you agree with me, too, that there's always going to be a power that guides us, and it's our job to choose what power that guides us? You're really getting really deep, but, like, we're always going to have Big Brother. Always. No matter if it's some Islamic state or, liberal state, progressive state, conservative state, it doesn't matter. We're always going to have Big Brother. We're not some libertarians that are just going to let everyone just free reign, That's going to lead to, what people say. It's going to lead to dictatorship and just really bad things. But what I'm getting to is we're always going to have Big Brother. So if we're always going to have a Big Brother, then don't we want that Big Brother to guide and to have some type of control over principal things like like what we're talking about right now, which is citizenship. But I'm also talking about personal security as well. And I'm talking about ethics and principles and what we want to teach
There
our
we go.
children.
Finally loaded.
You know,
All
keep
right.
going. All right, I'm
Oh, no,
going
you're
back.
good.
I'm
We're,
sorry.
yeah. So just to make sure everybody sees this, it's Office of Homeland Security Statistics, DHS.gov. We're clicking on E. We're on the glossary. Okay, so we're going to read this to you. Encounters. The sum of U.S. Border Patrol Title 8 apprehensions, Office of Field Operations Title 8 inadmissibles, and aliens process for expulsions under Title 42 authority. So when we're talking about 8.4 million encounters under the 4 fiscal years under Joe Biden, we're talking about every single individual that was denied entry into the United States of America. These individuals were not allowed in when we're tracking encounters, because I have news for everybody. There is no government website, DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov, that keeps track of who is crossed over the southern border or even the northern border.
So what point are you trying to make, saying that Biden did protect our borders and
Yes,
he
the
did
processes did not
want proper
change.
citizenship
The
process?
processes did not change between, nor did the policies for CBP or DHS or ICE change under Biden. The only part that anybody has ever been able to point out to me that has a slight change was that when it came to direct deportations and apprehensions conducted by ICE, is that they were specifically going after criminals who had served their sentences. And that was the directive that was given. That's the only thing that anyone can ever point to me that has changed about our border thing, southern border under Biden.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think, because I live in the deep south, and
Good for you.
you know, I understand that you got the 1%ers that hate themselves, therefore they are racist, but like, I don't see any racism where I live.
Are you
like,
white?
You know, I go to a Mexican restaurant every day, and
Are you
everyone's
white?
super nice to everybody, and everyone's super
I'm
nice.
sorry, what is
Black
the
people
color
are
of your
nice to white
skin?
people. I'm a white person.
Okay. Cool. So if a tree falls in the wood, does it make a sound?
No, I'm just talking. I don't want to do any type of analogies or anything. I just want to know, like, what.
If a
what,
tree
what,
falls
like,
in the wood,
do
does
you
it make a sound?
real world, like real world. I don't want to
This
talk
is
about
the real
anything
world.
you've read. Okay, like real world then. Okay, you're going from day to day because you're white as well.
I'm aware.
Like, so you're going from day to day, and you're probably around 20 to 25 years old.
Sure.
Okay, how much racism have you really seen in your 25 years of life?
Plenty.
Give me an example.
Give you an example?
Yes, give me an example of where you've seen it and not read it.
Car rental individuals
And not
immediately
seen the
assuming,
damn propaganda Fox and
I'm
CNN
literally
News.
telling you one. Car rental representatives immediately assuming that someone doesn't have a credit card walking up to their booth because they're black, but doesn't have the assumption for white people.
That's not racism, that's prejudice. Is it? Is that racism or just being prejudiced? Because, like, everyone has prejudges. That's human nature. You're going to have prejudges against your mom and dad, prejudice against your mom and dad, and you're going to be prejudiced against...
Tell me this. Let's see if you know
of
this answer. Does the word prejudice
What?
fall under the definition of racism?
It's probably I don't know, by definition, if that's a word.
So I hope you realize that prejudice is
Like
actually one of the very first words within the definition of racism. So because it's a prejudice, as you want to call it, that's based off So prejudice is like what you're calling prejudice is an assumption, a prejudice, a preconception that is automatically made towards another individual based off of one factor only, and that is the color of their skin, which is what defines race or makes up your race in the United States of America. So that is why it is specifically a form of racism to have that bias towards those
You're talking about as
individuals.
a hate form. There's also like positive and good
It doesn't have to be
prejudice
hate.
as well.
What the? No, those would be overgeneralizations if you're going to say that they're positive.
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
really.
that there's negative prejudice and there's also positive prejudice.
No, those would
Racism's
be
just bad.
generalizations. Sorry, even
Mhm.
generalizations can fall under racism, right? Do you know the difference? I'm sorry, have you ever been a manager?
Yes.
Have you ever worked in finance?
Yes.
The baking industry?
I had a wealth management practice at some
Cool.
time for about 6
So
years.
did you ever take the mandated federal courses that had you go through the differences between overt racism, disparate treatment, and disparate racism? Like, did you go through all of those? Did you take those classes that are federally mandated?
No, are you talking about just like your annual? Man, it's been 4
Compliance?
years since I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The compliance? What's the ECOA?
What? Say it again.
What is the ECOA?
What's ECOA?
You said you were in finance. You should know this. What is the ECOA?
I have no idea. Is this ECLA? I mean, I had my Series
E is an
763,
echo,
so
C
I
is in
usually
Charlie. Sorry, let me
know
try.
what
You're not
talking
hearing
about.
the acronym correctly. E is an echo, C is in Charlie, O is in Oscar, A is in Alpha. ECOA.
Yeah, I had to take something like that. Yes.
No, what is it? It's not a class.
Oh, is it just your course you have to take like every 6
It's
months?
not a
to be-
class. I literally just said it's not a class.
No, I've never taken that, and I have my.
It's
I was
not a class.
stockbroker, so I know. What are you talking about? What's ECLA?
Equal Credit Opportunity Act?
Oh,
You've
yes,
never
yes,
worked in
yes,
finance.
Okay. Oh,
You've never worked in. If you don't know what the ECOA is, you have never worked in finance a day in your life. ECOA. No, I hung up on him. He didn't run. I hung up on him. I hung up, just to be very clear, because I called him a liar and I'm like, I'm done. Okay? We're not. No, I did hang up on him because he doesn't even know what the ECOA is. He doesn't know the difference between, he obviously doesn't know what overt racism is, disparate treatment, doesn't know any of that. Absolutely not. There is no way you worked in finance and you didn't take those courses. The required federal courses. Well, they were required when I worked for them. I don't know if they are still. Hey guys on TikTok, if you are new here, be sure to hit that follow button up at the top of the screen. While you're in the chat, be sure to be double tapping the screen. We should have already been at 75,000 likes 3 minutes ago. So we have 12 minutes to actually get it up to 100,000 likes over on TikTok. I have one chat to read from the tubes of you. But thank you, Scarlett, for the jewels. Thank you, Canal, for the jewels. And thank you, Michigan, for the jewels as well. Sunil says, what happens in 2028 with no more Trump? I will be critical of the next president of the United States. If they do shit wrong, I will be critical of them. Real quick, I'm going to mute TikTok for half a second, 1 second. If you are over on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button up over the top. If you are new here, we do have super chats and memberships available. I do like to try to get 5 new members a day. We haven't hit that for a little bit. But hey guys, my birthday is next week. If we can get 5, like, I don't know, I want to see how many new members we can get. Also on Twitch, you can become a free subscriber with your Amazon Prime membership, but mostly Twitch, guys. Just remember to hit that follow button. You do have bits available to send as well. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. Are you still supporting Trump?
Yep.
Yes. All right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
A big part of it is because of how he's handled a lot of the global conflicts going on, how he's been trying to make peace between Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine. A huge reason would be immigration. And I think he's done a lot of really good things with as far as deporting criminals, deporting illegal aliens. I know a lot of people will bring up the whole violent, they said they were only going to go after, illegal immigrants who had committed crime, but it is a crime to be an illegal immigrant.
It's not.
And a lot of people don't know that there's a lot of like secondhand knock-on effect crimes that happen with illegal immigration. Such as,
can you tell me what defines someone as a criminal in the United States per our justice system?
Yeah, someone who commits a crime.
False.
False. Someone who commits a crime is not
False.
A criminal. Okay. What would your definition of the?
Oh, it's not my definition, sir. It is the definition by our legal system. Because I'm sorry, can you remind me again? If you're just, I'm sorry. Can you hi? Can you remind me again? Is it guilty until proven innocent or innocent until proven guilty in the United States?
Well, if you're not a citizen.
Nope, doesn't matter. That I'm sorry, there is no qualification in there that requires the designation of citizenship status. So is our justice system on the principle of innocent until proven guilty or guilty until proven innocence? Which one is it?
Oh, I mean, of course, it's innocent.
Innocent until proven guilty. So fantastic. That's exactly what it comes into this. So in order for you to be considered a criminal in the United States justice system, right, you have to have been convicted of a crime. And then that's what makes you a criminal. This was reasserted specifically about immigration in Arizona v. United States 2012 Supreme Court ruling that simply being here undocumented and being considered deportable is not a crime, nor does it make you a criminal. Because according to our United States justice system, you have to have been convicted of a crime by a jury in order for you to be a criminal. I hope that helps.
Okay, so I'll let you get all that out. So
no, I need you to acknowledge it.
Oh, I'm not gonna acknowledge it, but I'm gonna give my point of view.
So no, sorry. Your point of view does not matter when you bring up legal terms and you don't know the definitions to your own legal terms that you are trying to use.
Do me a favor. If you go to Google right now and look up the definition of criminal, it says a person who has committed a crime.
Oh,
not a person
I'm so sorry. What did I say? You used a legal definition. I'm talking about the legal definition in the United States. In order for you to be a criminal, according to our United States Justice Department, you have to have been convicted of a crime. Again, according to Arizona v. United States 2012 Supreme Court ruling, in order for you cannot be considered a criminal if you are just here and you are deportable.
I agree with you that in order to be considered a criminal, you need to be convicted of a crime. But I would ask the question,
that falls to everybody.
Commits a crime. But I would ask the question, if someone commits a crime and hasn't been caught or convicted yet, would you still consider them a criminal?
No, because it's still innocent until proven guilty in our United States justice system.
And just hasn't been caught, they're not a criminal?
Again, unfortunately, it is still innocent until proven guilty in our United States justice system.
Okay.
That is just literally how it is. If that is something you do not like, run for office and try to change the way that it works.
No, I do kind of agree with the overstepping of it. I definitely think a lot of the
It's not overstepping, it's just a true statement.
No, I'm talking about Trump now. I'm talking about, I do understand the concern, and I do believe to a certain extent that he may have exercised powers in a unconventional and probably overstepping way, maybe crossed over some boundaries that he could have gone about in a better way. But he did, to be fair, if you look back, he tried to go about it in a better way in his 2016 presidency, and he was blocked at every turn. I mean, look at it right now. We're in the middle of a government shutdown because Democrats want to give free health care to illegal aliens.
Wait,
And you can't
I'm
dispute
so
that because
sorry.
they put them up
Can
in
you
hotels
can
and
I
they did
ask
that
you
for
a
4 years.
question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do your shins hurt?
My shins hurt. You're going to make a sarcastic comment.
Yeah. Do your shins hurt?
Not today.
Not today. Well, I feel like they should because you're actively failing the obstacle course with how many pivots you're actively doing. And it is
I'm
kind
not
of
doing any
laudable.
pivots. I'm staying on topic. You're pivoting with sarcastic comments. I'm staying on topic.
We were
I'm
talking about the
immigration and what
deportations,
have I pivoted
and
to?
you
Give
went
me an
over.
example of how
I'm
it's
sorry.
pivoted.
What does the government shutdown specifically have to do with deportations, which we were just actively talking about, and court
Because I
cases?
was
What does that have
so
to
it's
do?
called it said I'm explaining what it has to do. I was saying that in
That's a
2016,
pivot.
Trump tried to go through all the processes that he was supposed to do illegal immigrant deportation the correct way, which I do still think he should have done this time. But he was blocked at every turn. I was using the government shutdown as an example of how Democrats were blocking him at every turn, not because they agreed or disagreed, but because
Oh,
it
so
was
you're saying that there
everyone
were
was a
no
never Trumper.
lawsuits. There were no lawsuits against Obama or Biden during their presidencies as they were actively doing deportations?
No, I mean, it's a two-party system. I'm sure Oh, no, of course. And I think we need less of that, less of the whole, like,
And I'm sorry,
I'm gonna
what
block this
Democratic
person just 'cause I don't like
representative
them.
is specifically suing Donald Trump? Can you tell me their name?
I know the mayor of Chicago is suing Donald Trump.
Oh,
I mean,
that's specific to the National Guard. That has nothing to do
yeah, also, I mean,
specifically with
you asked me who's
deportation,
suing
right?
Trump.
Like that's
I
Donald
know,
Trump
okay, I'll
usurping
give you a
his
better one.
powers as already previously determined in other states that he shouldn't be able to do that, and there was no insurrection because I'm sorry, what part of a dancing blow up frog that's thrusting their hips at ICE officers screams that it's unruly?
How about throwing rocks and seriously injuring and burning police cars all
Cool.
over the country? That pretty much
Oh
screams
yeah,
unruly to
where
me.
specifically did that happen, and can you point me to video evidence of that?
Yes, LA. Yes, absolutely.
Oh
LA.
wait,
I
but you
can
just
show
said
you videos of them
Chicago.
throwing
You
bricks
just
in.
said Chicago. What's occurring in
Oh, no, I
Chicago?
didn't
I
say
was asking
Chicago.
you about the blow up
Okay, I can. You
frog
want a specific
costume that
Chicago example? I got you.
Pam
I got
Bondi
you. A specific
now
Chicago
thinks
example. How about
is now the new
ICE
Antifa
agents being
costume,
cornered,
guys. Just so you know, according to
cornered
Pam
and
Bondi, if you get that
intentionally
blow up, if you
Um,
get that blow up frog costume, according to Pam Bondi, you are now Antifa. Guys, you don't have to
Well, I
tag
think
this account
Pam
over
Bondi
here.
is
It's my
kind of crazy, anyways. I mean, Pam. I don't
it's my
think Pam
background.
Bondi's very. I think she's
You're
kind of not the
awesome.
best fit for the job, anyway. So I'd agree with you there.
Yeah.
But if you want a specific example of Chicago, how about ICE agents being ambushed in their cars, crashed into, and then opened fire upon? That seems pretty unruly.
when did that happen?
That happened like literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
Look
so
it up.
specifically, because what I've heard and what we have video evidence of is ICE officers running in to someone that they were trying to apprehend's car, and then them opening fire on her. Her name is Maria, and then now they filed a lawsuit against her. And the funny part is it's being looked at to be thrown out because their body cam footage shows that they ran into her car and then opened fire on an unarmed individual.
Okay, so you've got some of your facts wrong there.
Oh, yeah.
So
have
a
you even
federal
heard the name
agent
Maria
shot at a
before?
woman
Like in
after
regards
she
to
ran-
this?
Hold on. I'm not a
Body
federal agent
cam
shot at a
footage,
woman
sure.
after she ran
Body
a law
cam
enforcement
footage.
vehicle into them in
Body
Chicago.
cam
Yeah, body cam footage is
footage.
fine.
Body cam footage
Yeah,
proves you wrong, that it was the opposite, that the ICE officers ran into her car, opened fire on her, shot her, almost killed her, and then tried to press charges, but they had to submit their body cam footage.
Okay. I have a question for you. If someone uses lethal force against you, do you have the right to defend yourself?
I'm sorry, they ran into her car, Body cam footage proves
No,
that.
he didn't. Look it up. Look it up right now. From CNN. From CNN. A federal agent shot at a woman after she rammed into a law enforcement vehicle in Chicago multiple times. CNN. This is not Fox News.
And
this
then,
is CNN.
yeah,
You need to get
and then
your
what's the
facts.
follow-up story for
She
Maria?
rammed a
What is
car
the
into
follow-up
him.
story for
If
Maria?
someone uses
What is
deadly
the
force
follow-up
against you, you
story
have a
for
legal
her?
right to defend yourself.
What is the follow-up story for her? Again, the follow-up story is that the body
Yes,
cam
she's
footage
filing a
was
lawsuit because the
released.
officer
No,
shot at
no.
her.
See, you're not
I'm
listening.
not-
The follow-up story
She's-
was released because they filed charges against her and they found that the body cam footage, which had to be shared, right, showed that the ICE officers rammed into her and then shot at an unarmed woman in her car.
I have
Follow
not
up.
seen that body cam footage.
Yeah, because
I'm
it's not going
going
to be
off the
released to
front page
you.
post on
It's
CNN.
been, it's, oh, so sorry. If CNN reports a follow-up footage, it's okay to use CNN at the start, but when they report a follow-up conversation
I'm-
about the fact that they've had investigative
100%
journalists
changed
look
my
into
mind,
it
yes.
in regards to the attorneys trying to get the charges dropped because the body cam footage shows something different.
I'm looking for a follow-up story, but like if what you're saying is true, and I saw this, I mean, all I see is it says this story is up to date and has been updated with additional information, but it says nothing about body cam footage. It says this is following weeks of protests in Chicago. This article is updated as of October 16th. I mean, I'm not saying you're lying, but I'm saying if what you're saying is true, and I saw that, I would 100% be like, yeah, okay, that guy was wrong. But it's just like the defund the police crap. It's just because one officer does something wrong doesn't
You are
mean that all cops are
literally
now bad.
failing the obstacle course. All he knows is hot words, special terms. He knows all he knows. All you know at this point
No,
is
you're
just like
You're
fucking.
you're trying to use everything I'm saying is on the same point we're talking about. I'm using what are
No,
called
it's not.
examples.
I'm sorry.
to iterate my
Defund
point.
the police
Yes, it is.
has absolutely nothing to do
Okay,
with
okay.
ICE
Try to
officers.
follow me then.
Zero.
Try to follow
I'm
me.
good. No, bro,
What I'm saying,
because
just-
you don't even know what you're talking about. Defund the police literally has nothing to do with ICE. Nothing at all to do with ICE. And yet you bring up defunding the police. For what reason? That's why I'm saying you literally have failed the obstacle course because that has nothing to do with the subject that we're on right now. I don't have to. See, that's the amazing part. I literally don't have to. Like, you are so full of shit. It's hilarious at this point because what are you doing? Like, you're just going to continue to say like, oh my God, yeah, all of this, defund the police. This is why defund the police makes no sense. Sorry, dude. It makes absolutely no sense. The arguments that you are trying to say, it makes zero sense what you are saying and trying to be like, defund the police now has something to do with ICE when it has nothing to do with ICE in any way, shape, or form. It's actually ridiculous that you would bring up a propaganda line just to try to prove your point because you have no point to make, because you haven't heard of this story, so you're thinking that it's a lie and you don't know anything about it. I got it. It's cool. We understand. You don't know anything about it. So you just continue to jump from point to point to point to point to point, and you can't even stay on one thing. You literally can't even stay on one thing. It's actually quite sad that you cannot do it. You are incapable of staying on one subject. Incapable of it. Absolutely incapable of staying on one subject. It is literally the saddest thing that I can hear from any individual such as yourself that continues to do this. Yeah. It's the saddest thing. Y'all can't stay on one subject and have to go from point to point to point to point to point to point to point because that's all you know how to do. It's all you know. It's literally all you know. We get it. It's cool. No, literally incapable of it. Sorry. I can't, Marina, listen, I do enjoy like going off though sometimes. Mexico treat their Latin Americans how we treat them, but they get a taste of their own medicine, they get mad. I don't even know what you're trying to say, Richard. But thank you for the $4.99. Caller has Kool-Aid powder for brains. Holy shit. Marina, I don't think you've seen this yet, but hey, Marina, this is my new sticker. Hold on. Is it going to focus? There we go. It's focusing. Marina, don't you love my new sticker? Mexico can treat migrants badly and it's okay. I never said that, Richard. You would have to show me exactly what Mexico did to immigrants. He pivots so much, he's just going in circles. Well, you know, he did attempt to pretzel himself when it comes to using a legal term like criminal. They never can keep it straight. Oh, yes, Tommy, I did see that. I actually had a whole conversation with somebody about that. Guys, we didn't get up to 100,000 likes. We should have been there about 4 minutes ago. So let's try to get up to 125,000 likes in the next 10 minutes. All right. We have time for about one more phone call, I think, depending on how they go.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Jack, for the $9.99. I do appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Are you there? Hello? You literally have to make a conscious effort to call the number. And I can hear your TV. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello there.
Hi, how old are you?
26.
26. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay. Why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Because he getting rid of them filthy fucking beaners ruining.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? It's not what the...
Yes.
You're awesome.
Okay, how old are you? It's always the racist. Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Kiddo, go play a game. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
About 25 or so.
You're awesome.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
100%. And why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Because they all have to go back. They're not American and they have to go back. This country is not a jobs program or a meal ticket.
Okay. So you're just xenophobic. Got it.
No, I don't hate them. There's no xenophobia.
Oh, it's not about,
But
sorry,
they have their own
hate
countries.
is not required when it comes to xenophobia. I'm glad you understood that definition.
Oh, well, then maybe I am. But they have their
Yeah,
own
you do.
countries. They can make their own lives there. This is my country, left
Gotcha.
to me by my ancestors. They have no right to it.
Are you indigenous?
They can go.
Are you indigenous?
Yes, I am.
What tribe
Yes,
are
I
you
am.
from?
Well, Dutch mainly. About 16th Cherokee.
Uh-huh.
Some English in there.
And what's the name of your clan?
Hmm?
What's the name of your
The
clan?
Dutch didn't have clans, man.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You said you're Cherokee. Cherokee have clans. What's the name of your clan?
Oh, the Cherokee lost, so I have no idea.
Oh, sorry. You're not indigenous. They don't claim you. Fucking liar. Yes, he did just try to say Dutch is indigenous. all conservative hashtags. Yeah, that was that other guest. Why would I want to talk to the racists again? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You're awesome.
No, another one. That's wrong. That's wrong, just so you know. Blaze, thank you so much again for the 10. Happy early birthday. Keep up the great channel and holding people accountable. I'm trying. Thank you so much for continuing to come back. Let's see. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I absolutely am.
Absolutely are. Okay. And why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
So, before we start, I would just kind of like to say I've been watching the stream for a little bit, and I just kind of want to start by offering an opinion because that is all that this is. I personally believe that Donald Trump supports the core of what America, the silent half of America is feeling right now. Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that require a response?
I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Can you still hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Hello?
Check, check. Check, check. Y'all heard me just fine? Fuck. All right. No, another one that's wrong because Deutschland is Germany.
Awesome.
Deutschland is Germany. Okay? Don't put that on the Germans, okay? Don't put that on the Germans. He doesn't need to go to Germany. Don't put that on the Germans. Deutschland is Germany. Don't do that, another one. Float on by. It's got to be exhausting. Proud of you for fighting the good fight. You're a rock star. Don't back down. Well, thank you, Float on by. I appreciate that, guys, so much. Hey, can we get 4 more new members on the stream while we're going, guys? Yes, Dutch does not equal German. Just so you know. Deutschland is Germany. That's literally what it means. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Cool. How old are you?
About 25.
25. Okay. Have we already talked?
Yes, we have. You must have.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
30.
Cool. And are you still supporting Trump?
To an extent, I just wanted to say I kind of think the government is kind of a facade designed, almost like a show, to split people. Whether you align more with one side or the other, I almost think it's kind of a machine and fake on both sides. So you take people who have certain ideals or beliefs, and so I'd say I'm more supporting not even necessarily Donald Trump, but Republican ideals. But
well, then you're not who I'm looking to talk to. So have a good one, man. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Awesome. How old are you?
43.
43. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I mean, it depends. Supporting in what? What are we talking about?
Well,
Hello?
if you don't know, then that's a you thing. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hey, Oslo.
Hello.
Hi. How old are you?
I am here. 51.
51. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I don't really support him.
Okay,
supports himself, but
well, then have a good one, dude. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, there's a couple reasons, but in general, it's the deportations, closing the border, right?
Well, the
And
border
then
is closed.
his,
Where can I find that? That's not a press release.
well, you can look at the average encounters on the border, right?
Oh,
From
well, we still have
the
encounters,
DHS.
which means that the border is not closed.
Yeah, so you can still have some encounters. It's not going to ever be completely closed. It's
Okay,
down
so then don't
almost
ever
100%.
say that the border is closed because that's what you said. So never say that again because you're inherently wrong when you say that. Continue.
Okay,
You can
well,
make your point.
if you want to talk, well, if you want to talk closed versus open, right? It can't be completely closed. That's not possible, right? This is the real world. But you have Biden's numbers,
Knew
millions of encounters, millions of people coming in. And then Trump.
Hey, where can
and
I find the crossings? Where on DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov, where on earth can I find where we keep track of crossings coming into America?
Hold on.
That's not a press release.
Okay, so
That's why I did that little countdown, guys, because like it's going to be Biden in a second. It's
what
going to
is
be
this?
Biden.
U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, Southwest Land,
Border
encounters.
encounters. That's not crossings. Where can I find crossings?
Nobody says anything about. There's no way to.
I'm
track
sorry. No,
total crossings.
sorry. Crossings would people that are allowed in, right? Or people that cross through a non-port of entry that we're not aware of. So where on earth can I find crossings? Because encounters are not people that are allowed in per DHS's own definition of encounters in their glossary on their website. So where can I find crossings? Because you made a claim that Joe Biden just let people in, and you brought up the encounters. I'm sorry, 8.4 million encounters under Biden administration actually means that 8.4 million people were rejected in trying to cross the border. So now to say that he allowed millions of people in, you would have to show me that exact number that tells me, and on one of these three websites, how many people were allowed to enter the country under Joe Biden. And it's not encounters because according to DHS, encounters are inadmissibles. So people that were rejected at the border. So where can I find crossings?
Well, I could probably try to find the.
Yeah, on DHS,
couple.
ICE, or CBP.gov. Where can I find it?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Is you're saying border crossings and border encounters are different, which they can
They
be,
are.
right?
No, they won. I'm sorry. It's not that they
Biden
can be.
was
Sorry.
letting
It's not that they
people who you
can be.
encountered-
It's not that they can be. It's that they are two different things. Okay? So, unless you can show me crossings, you can't make a positive claim in saying that Biden let millions of people into the United States of America. There's no evidence to support that.
Okay, so do you know the estimates of how many illegals are in the U.S. right now?
Sorry. In the U.S. right now, DHS hasn't released their recent report. If we're basing it off of the report that they released on April 4th of 2024 through, it counted up through January 1st of 2022, it was 11.6 million. They have estimated out, not through DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov, but by the Pew Research Center, they have estimated that about 2.6 as a high number. They're estimating low is 1.2 million came in under Biden. So if we go somewhere in the middle, that would be, we'll just say 1.8 million. So if you add those two numbers together, 11.6 plus 1.8, we would only be at 13.4.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Here's my whole thing with it.
is, let's say people are still coming across the border, right? Fine. The deportations that are happening are what people voted for, right?
No, it's
So
not. Actually, exit
I
polling
believe it.
proves, exit polling proves that the number one issue that for the reason why people voted for Donald Trump was actually the economy and the cost of goods at the grocery store. It had nothing to do with
Yeah.
immigration. Immigration was like the fourth or fifth one down. It wasn't even a top issue.
So it
It just was an
definitely
issue for
was.
individuals such as
Okay.
yourself, and that's it. That's it. It was
Um.
one of the reasons, but it wasn't a
Okay.
top.
Well, here's the issue with that is illegal immigrants on average cost the American taxpayer. There's a range, right, between 150 billion and 450 billion a
Yes,
year.
according
It's kind of hard
to,
to
just so
estimate.
you're aware, that is those
Does that not
estimates. Sorry, no,
drive
I can
us
tell you
up?
exactly where it's from. You got it from the House Budget Committee on Congress.gov, where when they're citing those two numbers, and in fact, you're actually wrong. I believe that the highest that they even quoted within there was $105 billion. So get your math right, okay? What they're doing
No.
is they're quoting FAIR, which is the Federation of, oh, sorry, I can't remember what that exact acronym is, but it was owned and operated, started by an anti-immigration eugenics individual. He's the one that started that foundation. They are considered extremely far right and extremely biased specifically towards immigration, and they are considered highly non-factual. And then the other one that they also quote is the CIS, Center for Immigration Studies. And that one was started by the same gentleman that started FAIR, okay? And guess what? They are also considered extremely far right, anti-immigration propaganda, and highly non-factual. They have failed numerous numbers of fact checking. Okay, and that includes their estimates for how much non-citizens, illegal immigrants, cost the United States of America. So what you're doing is you are currently actively quoting somebody that only believed in European immigration coming into this country. So you are quoting individuals that are anti-immigration and also pro-eugenics, because that's the works that he left behind.
Anti-immigration and pro-eugenics.
Yes, I assume
Okay.
you know what eugenics is.
Yeah, I know it. Like the
Cool.
lady who made Planned Parenthood. She was very big in eugenics. I know. Yeah, I know about eugenics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, she was a horrible person. Congratulations.
she was. Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chrissy.
definitely.
Can we get one more? Just finish out the goal, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we done, or do you want me to keep going?
No, I just want to be clear that at most the estimate is that they still cost us less than they put into our tax system. So for estimated in 2023, and this is from a slightly left-leaning source, the American Council on Immigration, and that one is slightly left-leaning. However, they're also considered highly factual. They've only failed one entire fact check for as long as they've been putting out studies. All right, so that's the big difference. Numerous fact check fails versus only one fact check fail, which they then corrected when they were called out on it. Okay, so what they estimate is actually in 2023, immigrants paid in about $93 billion into our United States tax systems. And I do mean undocumented, so illegal immigrants paid in $93 billion into our United States tax system, where they only cost us maybe, and it was more the states that cost more than anything else, about $45 billion. So they cost less than half of what they paid into the system. If you actually also look up the Penn Wharton budget model, we know from 2024, which by the way, Penn Wharton is right-leaning, but they're still considered highly factual because they've only failed one or two fact checks, but they're still considered very spot on and they're right-leaning. According to the Penn Wharton budget model, you know, Donald Trump's business school, undocumented illegal immigrants paid $1.4 billion into Social Security in the year 2024.
All right.
Yeah. So we deport all of these illegal immigrants, and you're going to lose access to your future Social Security. I'm going to lose access to my future Social Security.
So
Social
here's
Security that they don't even get any penny from when they're paying it in. They don't get to touch it at all whatsoever.
well,
And that's
yeah.
just
I mean,
Social
so with
Security,
Social
not
Security,
including what they pay for actual taxes or what they pay in their state and local taxes.
so yeah. So with Social Security, I mean, I personally I don't think anyone should pay into it. It doesn't work, but that's a different
I'm
thing.
fairly certain that millions upon millions of retirees inherently disagree with you.
My mom uses Social Security, right?
No, it's not that she
But
uses
here's
Social
the issue.
Security. I assume she's over the age of 65.
She is, yes.
Yeah, she doesn't use Social Security. She gets paid the benefit of Social Security. I'm sure you don't even know how her amount is calculated.
I do all of her finances.
Oh, so you know
that was
exactly
a
how
weird.
Social Security determines the amount that is paid out? Tell me the
For
intricacies
the
of it, because I guarantee you don't know.
for the most part, but the issue with it is it takes on average about 3 people to pay for one person by the end of.
Why
So
is
like
that?
assuming you live, long enough. Um,
Yeah, can you tell me
you
why
know,
that
and
is? Because I
well,
can.
specifically, there's how many people? I believe it's like
346
30%.
million is our population.
Well, I'm saying I believe it's like, is it like 30% or something? The way it was set up
What
was
is
weird too,
30%?
but they don't pay taxes at all,
Who
right?
doesn't pay what? We went from 30% something to they don't pay taxes at all. Who doesn't pay taxes, and what is this 30%?
About 30% of Americans, on average, don't pay taxes at all, or they're on. That's including disability, people who don't work, but it's mostly like welfare, lower income.
If you work, you
Mm.
pay into Social Security and Medicare, point blank, period. That is a non-exempt tax. You cannot become exempt from Social Security or Medicare tax coming from your paycheck.
Well, so here's the other issue. So I have a lot of family members who live in Baltimore, right? And none of them pay any taxes. They get paid under the table, right? But one of them was
Report them
pulling
then. That's
Social
fraud.
Security and welfare. That's fraud, but it happens. It's super common,
Then
especially with
report them.
drugs.
That's fraud.
My tribe has a huge drug issue.
Oh.
My family has a huge drug issue. So it's a very common thing that, I
Does your
guess
neck
it's
hurt?
like, what?
Does your neck hurt?
Not particularly, other than from working all day. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
It sounds like it
you know.
should. That or somehow
Mhm.
you've developed the personality of a cat and you are distracted by things that actually, sorry, you're a squirrel at this point. You're like, oh, shiny, and your subject changes every 5 seconds.
See, you talked about that before, but we've gone
Yeah,
down this
squirrel.
progression.
Sorry. I gotta go watch this. From Whiplash. Whatcha? My neck hurts from all of his jumping around on subjects. Like, whoa. Whoa. That's what I was trying to say, Belch. Report them. Yes, Dutch from Holland. That's what he meant. You're good. But his encounters is the 2025 version of But Her Emails. Oh, that's funny, Eddie. I gotta remember that. Squirrel. Shiny. Woohoo. See? Cat. The cat's like, what's this? The cat even was like, I'm going to stand up for this, okay? The cat said, I'm going to stand up and investigate this, okay? All right. Somebody did send me it. Oh, thank you, Darnell, for the 20 over on the Green app. I do so much appreciate that, guys. I will be back on live Saturday at my normal time. This was a shorter live today, so I appreciate you guys so much for doing everything that you did. I will see you guys. I won't be on tomorrow. I will see you guys Saturday at my normal time, 12 noon Eastern time. TikTok, can we get some more follows? Is there any way that we can get 9 more follows from the stream? I'm going to mute you for half a second. Over on YouTube, over on Twitch, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit follow if you are on Twitch. I'm sorry for the errors. I will try to get that figured out why it just was lagging out so bad today. But you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go watch a football game. Yay, support. Woohoo! Support the